Grand Rising, coming to you with a live recording on Thursday, January 21st, 2020 at 0800 hours, 49 minutes. This is titled Epic Failure. I don't use the word failure, but I'm going to use it for the sake because that's the word people know that. Always say an incomplete journey or mission. And I finally got the years, and I want to express the years to you. What does each year mean?
2015 was Just Do It. 2016 was Progress. 2017 was Production. 2019 was Harvest. 2020 was Commence, Start, Begin. 2021 is Great
Union. And why I say those things? Because you got to remember, each year has a meaning. Everybody has a New Year's resolution. I never had one. But I always had a vision of the things I wanted to do. And the greatest thing about my vision, why I say they were incomplete and I didn't fail, because I have no information of what I was doing. What I knew now at 38, I did not know at 18. 20 years, I did not know those things. But each year, as I stated, I gained more. So when 2017, right, was Production, the 2018 was Harvest. Not per se, but you had to view it in that way. But if you don't view life in that way, or now think about it this way, your path and your journey. So I want to give you a couple examples. I'm not putting myself down, because the one thing about being an African descendant, quote unquote, black man in this world, man, give your hand a round of applause, brother. Give yourself a round of applause real quick. Hold on. Man, you overcame and you persevered of things that they say. Brother, we always talk about racism. We always talking about the race card. We always talking about the gender and the things we don't and do. But brother, look what you came through. Let's listen here. We are in 2021. When 2021 means great union, even great union within yourself. 2021, I'm going to do a video on that one. This is a live recording on that one. 2021 means great union, right? Look at what you overcame and persevered. We still talk about all these things, but you still, brother, you're not judged. You're not looked at from your own self, who you are. You're still based off of stigmas, stereotypes, and persona of you. Criteria and standards that have nothing to do with you. When I look for a woman, my woman I'm looking for has nothing to do with the next woman, or has nothing to do with what the last woman did to me. So brothers, I say you got to get that out of your head. That last woman, but I know in my lessons of being, you know what I learned from all the 6 women I tried to have a real relationship with, to court, to marry? That my knowledge of only knew what I knew. Because I only can know what I can know. I cannot know what my father knows, or my grandfather, or the other guy that's married, or my sister husband, or the other guy that has a lot of women knocking at his door. I don't know what they know. I don't do what they do because I don't know same as them. It's something that they don't do that I do that's very romantic. It's something that they don't do that I do that actually say, wow, I don't like, an example is I don't have kids, and I say, have you ever showed your children a bill? They say, yes. But I say, have you ever showed your child how to pay a bill? They say, no. And even the brothers that don't even agree with me they said, I never thought about that. See how if I partake, not pull apart what you are saying and partake. So I'm chiming in of what you're saying. And I have to be honest sometimes. When you talk about our other opposite gender, I can't hear them because If we bring up a topic and the topic is education, what are types of education? There's probably more, but I can think of 4 on top of my head that I always use. I use this a lot, so you probably heard me say it. There's technical and vocational. There's public and private. Those are 4. I'm not going in depth on all of the genres of education you can use just as music. You got rap, the basis, you got rap. But what is it? Hardcore rap. You got poetry rap, inspirational rap, motivational. You have different genres of inside that one rap. So just as education. Yeah, there's more than public and private and vocational and technical. You got college. You got high school. You see where I'm going with that part? So within education, is we going to stick on the education? What type of education do you want your child to have? Or what type of information that I don't have do I need now from the information that's out there? That's why I say my failure is epic, but it's not. It's incomplete because I didn't have the information that I had before that I have now. So I want to get into it, brothers. This is not a beat me down or a woe is me moment. I always ask people this. All the successful men, what we call success, successful men get the love or the praise, right? What happened to the unsuccessful men? And what I mean by unsuccessful, my understanding, now walk with me, take a little walk. He goes out there. He's not great at school, but he go to school. He graduate. And it's an honor to him. He did everything he was supposed to do, even though, not that he didn't want, he was not even good at it. Then this man continues. He moves on. He continues on and go to college. No, he don't have the best grade because you got to remember, this is still not his thing. I'm going to say, this is why you failed. This is why we failed. I'll get to the end of it real quick. And if you don't want to watch the whole thing or listen, the reason we call it a failure, you know why this brother failed or the brother failed? I didn't have all the information. Everything did not work out for me as it worked out. I had another word, but it's going to come back. Everything did not work out for that brother or me as it worked out for everybody else. He went to college. And remember, I'm not good at college. I graduated. Didn't have the best GPA, but I done my best. And when I graduated was computer networking system. And I learned, man, this is very hard. And I studied. I got certifications. And then as I went down the line, I said, man, this is still very hard. So I said, let me do this. Why? And they say, you gave up too quick. No, I'm being successful. But in the process, all those positions that when another man or another woman of my race talking about, you can do better, you do this. I said, I've done all that. So in the process, I said, man, what's keeping me down? And then I'm looking for jobs, wasn't getting hired. Not nothing higher. You know what jobs I was looking for because I was in certain areas for McDonald's. You can be a manager. You can make $60,000 a year. I'm not saying for a single man in his 20s. That's what I was like, I'm making $60,000. Man, who makes that? I didn't know a lot of brothers that made $60,000. A lot of brothers was breaking in, and a lot of brothers that did make it, man, it worked out. They went to college, went to school, they graduated. They get to the interview, man, we like you. It was only a few, though. It wasn't a lot of us. The ones that was doing it. A lot of them took different routes, but I didn't know about a lot of things. So if I knew about internship, working for free at the time, and even, I remember I was doing these surveys. I was getting $3 a day. You may not think that's a lot, but imagine getting $3 a day. They sending you clothes. They sending you food to test. Not like, remember, the Tostitos, those wrapped up in a tortilla shell little thing with the meat, like they pepperoni kind. There's taco flavor. There's steak and Philly steak and cheese kinds now. Tostitos, I was testing those before they hit the market. And all these cereals you eating now, I was testing them. So I was getting all this free stuff. But my mind, but this is what we got to talk about as men. There was no men around me. I was telling this to different dudes, but they was living their life. I don't fault them, but this is the incomplete part. I didn't have the understanding to say, hold on, at the time I was going to school, why I went to school and looking for these jobs after I graduated and doing this, let me put more energy into this. Let me make sure my email don't get messed up. See, this is some things this is the epic fail that we got to understand. It's incomplete. I didn't have the knowledge of. Let me make sure that I'm doing these surveys. Let me take these surveys a little bit more serious, because every once in a while I get a payday. I get $150 for a week. But man, I'm making $3 a week, not bad. Why I'm getting my VA money? I could have been saving it. No, but I didn't have nobody around me to say that. I don't blame, but this is the thing. I'm not blaming no one. I want you to understand my story. It's other brothers' stories that's the same way out here. And why I'm going to the interviews, guess what? I'm not getting hired. Brother, you got hired. Sisters, you got hired. You know what brothers and sisters are? We are battling the same position. They say you're not supposed to battle the sister, you're supposed to help her. How can I help the sister I'm in my own household. My own household. I live on my own. See, it's quiet all the time. You hear me. It's quiet. You don't hear my neighbors. Nothing. They at work, or we see me sometimes when I do my videos. Already went to work, or I don't work that day, or I'm looking for work or something of this nature. Right now I'm working, so I leave at a certain time. So I'm able to do different things but it's usually quiet around here. So I'm battling the African descendant, quote unquote, black woman. You know how we battling each other? I'm going for the same job she going for. I don't battle black men can't battle black women in business. You know why? Because we're not doing that's the only thing we won't have nothing. We can work together. You know how if she doing her hair or clothing business, if she doing hair or clothing and I'm trying to build up a laundromat or a home healthcare system that works with the nursing homes so parents can stay home and try to get an education to the families, we can partner up. She invests in my company as I invest in hers. We got to hit the stock and shareholders for each other. But we don't do that because you say, and this is the thing about men. If I don't make it, I don't have children, nobody care. Nobody looks at my channel. I still don't have over 200-300 people. But I'm not worried about that because I know the right people gonna hear me. And I'm not trying to have my belief system. They call me crazy. They say my idea is stupid. You know what everybody always come down to about things I say? Everything is what you believe, brother. I understand that. But I'm trying to expound and exalt and collaborate with you and correlate so we can have a better understanding. So imagine if there's 100 African descendant, quote unquote, black people doing this in one area. Yes, you bought acres of land. You're building. But what are you building and what was the purpose of your land? See, you got to have a purpose. I can easily go out there and go get me which I'm doing. Now I have a purpose why to do it. A housing building. Maybe I got to get the housing building, which I'm seeing, because if I got to lease another property, let me lease a property that create a revenue for me first. Let me go do things that's keep creating another source of income. I'm not worried about finances, but I need the finances to finance where I'm trying to go and what I'm trying to do. So I can now I can be successful. Now it won't be a fail and it won't be incomplete. I can complete what I'm trying to do. So as I'm doing all this, I become homeless. I didn't know. I didn't have the information. I didn't have the knowing to let me stick to this. I didn't understand why I should stick to it. That's another thing. We got to talk about why the person is. If we're going to get into a psyche of people and we're going to judge it and you're going to if you're going to put this black man in a box, African descendant American men in a box, you got to know who I am. But if you're going to put me in a box and say you're going to leave me there, I'm already this, then leave me, then you cannot build with me. I cannot receive the message from a black woman about black men. I tell them, I don't hear what you're saying. because I'm not that black man. So if once I agree and say a lot of black men are absentee fathers and do wrong, but there's a lot of us that don't. But I'm not going to say that a lot of us that don't. I stick with them and say, okay, we are doing wrong. I agree. What do you need from me now? Speak up on it. I do. I'm doing everything you want me to do, but you still put me in that box. I am still a single black man in America. I am answering to no one. I don't have a wife. I don't have children. You want me to do things that do not affect me, that do not help me in the long run. So if I love being with the football team when the little boys, the young men with my nephew and the other young men, my nephew went out there, hyping them up, like, go get him. Or and tell him, hey man, come here. I had to tell I told the team one time, I said, he bigger than y'all. That's why I keep giving the ball to him. Get them together. And I told the three big dudes, my nephew was one of them. Y'all got to hit him one time. Just run at him. Let y'all heart beat. I know how it feel when that heart beat, your heart drop. You say, you scared. Yes, there's a such thing as scared. And I will admit. But once I can do this. I say, go hit him. Go hit him. I didn't say, no, don't. I had to be specific. I said, I don't mean go be malice. Don't be wicked. Go hit him. Go show the littler guys you got to hit him. I said, once y'all do that, this game go change. So I'm like, all right, guys, I'm pumping them up. I didn't force them. I just told them, go hit him. I didn't force, go do it. Get him. I'm cheering them on. You good tackle. I'm cheering them on. Positive. I don't never see this for black men. I never see this from black women. Be honest, I don't know what positivity is. If you ask me a good thing about a black woman, I used to tell you. I can't tell you no more. I don't know what it is with a black woman to love a black man. I don't have no clue. I can't depict of my mother and sisters loving me and helping me. Then when I go outside, you want to be the vice president? You want to work for this company? You want to be the manager or supervisor? Black women, I'm single at home. I don't have a black wife. I don't have kids, black kid. I don't have children. I don't have none of these things going. So when I'm at this job, how can I be on your side? I don't know how to be on your side. I'm competing. You can say I'm not. I am. Because you're going to go home to whatever man, children you have, whatever race or whatever it is at home. You going back home. Or if you don't have none of that and you're single, you're going back home. Then I'm supposed to go ask you on a date. I'm supposed to be in a relationship. We supposed to be bonding or together. Where's the logic in this? So if my logic of this is my plight, I am competing against the black woman. I know I made a video, but nobody's getting this part. We are competing. We are truly. And if you say we are the business, if she's doing a different type of business, no. But what if another black woman decide to do a laundromat? We are competing. If she don't want to put her resources with my resources, and so that's putting stock into each other, helping each other grow, we're competing. What part of logic we going to compete? Just as when I talk to black women about advocating, she's like, how can I advocate when you see black men doing this? I say, I understand, because I don't have an answer, because I can't advocate for a black woman if I can't talk about black love. I don't have black love. I can't talk about children. I can speak on, I got a beautiful great nephew. A beautiful, I don't want to show that because it got phone numbers. A beautiful great nephew. Look at my nephew. He's so beautiful. He's only, see the day he was born, 25 years of age. He's 9 months and 25 days. Beautiful nephew. Crew mean gift of God. This is who I battle and fight for. This is my family. These is my family members. I can't, that's me. See how much taller, look how skinny I was in that picture. See, I'm not in this one. See how much taller I am, dog? These are my two nieces, my oldest nieces. This is my niece on the left, and my father. Then that's my sister, oldest sister by my father. The one in the green dress on the right. You can barely see her. I have a better. There she go. See how tall I am? This is my niece I'm holding. I don't know why she's doing the damn Illuminati sign. And this is my niece on the left. My sister, the second one from the left. There go my other niece. That's her mother. My sister, and that's her daughter. The two on the right. And my niece, and that's my sister, the second one from the left. You start on the left and go 1, 2. That's her daughter. So this is who I battle for. This is who I battle for. So I don't know what everybody else be talking about. I only can battle but so much. It's my mother when she was younger. So when I see a lot about you seen a booty, African Descendant Men, and my plight is different from everybody. But I know I had to gain a whole bunch of skills. I know how to do things that it's men don't know how to change tires. I know how to change a tire. I don't have a car. I don't even have a license. I don't want to drive. But I go out there and help black. Man, if we can put a camera on everybody for their life, like half of their life, especially after they was 18, 19, and show it now, you will see. I don't do bad. I agree. Black men do wrong. But at the same time, we don't have no accountability. And that's what I tell black women. We never accounted black women wrong. We never gave them responsible for nothing as wrong. People say, what's the rhetoric? I can tell you that the rhetoric of this black woman, so it's not black woman hate. It's black men speaking out. I have to literally, I know this only turn to a black man, but it's like I'm a black man. I go through this. I'm single. I shouldn't even have to think about this. But as soon as I go in a workspace or do my business, I know I'm going to find a black person, African descendant person, that don't like me, don't agree with me, or so-called, it's so many different things that's already standing against me. No, my business didn't work. I tried the business networking, the extra revenue thing, and extra income. That didn't work out. Not because at one point, I did one for 2 years. I said, this one gonna work. Because I seen the great, and it was, I don't know, everybody, it don't work. And nobody want to tell this story. It didn't work for me. But you know what, brothers and sisters? I ain't giving up. I'm 38, still not giving up. Only thing, I don't give up. And I'm seeing that my love of black women is not going away. And I do get treated better by other race women, but I'm not attracted. Is something wrong? I don't know why I can't get past the skin color. So I'm just learning, as I always say, to set my plight that a black woman for me is nearly damn near impossible to find love in. Because I don't know what to feel at. And as much as I say this, I'm the weak black man. I don't have this and that. I say, so when I keep telling you, it's not working out. Cool, I'm okay, but I still work. I still find a way to create some type of, I still know what to do for me. So as in, I know when he makes so much, I buy me some food, then I put a little bit of money away. Because I know in the long run, if I don't create, my business don't work out, or I know when I'm older, I'm not living outside in the street, and that's all will be good enough for me, because I've done my best with everything. All the information I didn't know before, I'm using it now. So I say, man, when I watch certain things and listen to certain things and say, all right, let me put this $10 away. I got a safe and bank accounts where Where bank, well, I got more, I'll say bank accounts because the other bank account, I don't have a debit card. I don't have online banking. I have to literally go to the bank to put money in and take money out and have the information that I need. So right now, I couldn't just type on my phone or electronic device and get to my money. I don't have a card where I can just go out. I have to use the money that I have. That my only thing I say that's a restriction or I'm not gonna do. That's my only restrictions in life. No, all right, I got paid. I got, let's say I worked with someone and got $300. I'm good. I got food in my refrigerator, my rent paid, got a roof over my head. I got a little funding money already before that money, that 300 come in. Let me take 200 of that dollars and put it away. That's what's gonna save me. And one day, but I always do for me, it's different for me. I thought back. I said maybe for forever, but I said 18. Before that, my mother and father didn't get married. My father wasn't there my whole life, but I don't have this hurt from my father. We talk and everything. I don't talk about my family in a bad way. I don't even talk about the things that happened because those things that happened, but I came out okay. I'm happy I got a whooping. Whether what my mother did, she gave me 3 meals a day and she gave us love and showed us, taught us, trained, whatever word you want to use, guide us and challenge us on many different things. I'm happy for my mother, for what she did. Because you know why? Because that's what she knew. I can't expect we out there about to go, I see people on social media, man, our parents this, and that. I say, damn. Yo ass my age. Why is you worrying about that now? If you bring up the discussion, your parents don't want to let it go, then you got to move on. Because now you are an adult and you got to say, what have you done? I got to reflect on me. I can't reflect on other black women. Other black men, black women. If you come to me for me. Did I do those things? No. So if you saying all these black men and I'm sitting here in your face, that's saying I'm not doing this. Why aren't you looking at me? Look at me. You don't want to do that. So you can't advocate for me. I see brothers used to get hooked up and by people. And when these brothers I know my sister got hooked up with her husband. I know my friend I think is ironic. I call him friend. He went from covenant brother. He took more about somebody I get along with, good cordial with. He got married, had a child. This man told me he was jealous of me before. I have men. You know what? I have men. This is why this high value stuff is stupid. These dudes make more money than me and get all of these women, do all these things. They jealous of me. You know why a lot of guys, I'm not gonna, I actually, like some guys tell me, even the one guy I call my covenant brother, my friend, and we just cool now because of who I am. Basically, that's who it was. I told the guys that have told me, I said, you don't gotta be jealous of me. I said, you can do the same thing. Some of me, I don't got it in me. I said, I don't got what you got. I said, I'm not jealous of you. You see what I asked you? I'm like, man, how you do that with her? How you get her to come back? I even asked caught women of different races and even black women. What make you want to call back that dude? A lot of them say we rekindle. He have my heart. I was in love with him at one point. I was like, even though he didn't love her. I said, I don't get that. That's why I say this is my truth. I'm not gonna lie about my truth. I told a woman, she asked me a question. I said, black women make me feel inadequate, less than. She said, wow, I never heard this before. I said, you're right. And one of the sisters I come to now, I feel as more, she got a good spirit about her, a great spirit. She said more that I have my dreams about, even in my dreams, I don't find the love. It also turned out the black woman want to divorce me in my dreams, my own dreams. So my self-conscious. So my thing is, this probably going to be one of my last videos. Like I really have to hang this up and stop following even social media because I got to get my mind right. I don't want to be an epic fail to myself. And it's hard because I love to talk. I wish I'd have had got the collaborations. I wish I'd have got the shout outs. Because then this would help me because then I can move in a way where you don't know me off this YouTube. I can't move on this YouTube because I'm not part of the hate black woman rhetoric, the manosphere, the blue pill, the MGTOW, SYSBM. I'm not or SYS BW. I'm not part of the blue pills, the pills. I'm not part of the woke era. I'm in my own lane. My power of oneness. Go back and check those videos out. If I had a better audience base, this right here it's incomplete. I can't. It's been 2 years. That's the same times that I put into. I always do the 2 years in my business. The business don't work, but this time I'm smarter. When I go try to find out this building is available, correct? I mean, right? You don't know. I'm telling you, showing you, talking about it. The rent is kind of high, so I might have to say nope. See, now the understanding, I cannot rent this building out right now. Let me go take this monies and try to create a revenue. So if it comes opportunity, maybe buy a building next time when I ain't got to rent. So all I'm paying is for the electric because that's a service. Pay for the electricity, the water, and gas, and things of that nature. The garbage, the service. I don't want to pay a rent. I want to pay for the service. But if I can create a revenue, that's where I can gain. So let's say that the rent is $4,200. If I need to create a revenue up to $5,000 to $6,000. So $4,200. I need a $5,000 to $6,000 revenue every month. I can't go below that, or I'm coming out of my pocket. Sometimes I'm coming out of my pocket, but the rent, I need an actual revenue to match that. So I might have to go. I will have to go a different way if I see that I will not be able to rent it out. And then it's going to go higher in 7 years. So I got to think about that. But if by 7 years, if I'm doing great, I don't have to worry about it's going to go from let's say this even out, $4,000 to $6,000. I don't have to worry about that. So now with the information I have, I don't have to look at that. So even in my building of love, I'd rather find black women that want to be with black men. What's the first thing she think about a black man? If it's negative, I don't want her. If she been with a white man, I don't want her. I know my chances are very, very low based on what I'm seeking, but I haven't done a lot of firsts. And I want my one. Basically, if I can find a black woman, whether she do have a child, whether she have been a white man, but I don't want my persona of her. I want it, and it's rare. You know my persona of you black women? I have none. I love black women. I have no persona. When I meet you, I do not say this, and that. You can have, I don't care for blonde hair and weaves and makeup and lashes. But when I meet you, that is not on my mind. I am literally, who is that black woman that's sitting in front of me? Who is she? Later on, if she want to express to me why she do something, cool. I don't care about in first dates. I don't want to spend bank. We making it so much harder for each other. That's why I say I accept it. I tell them I don't care. You will see my comments. You will see my video. I accepted my plight. Sorry, I grew up. I wasn't the black man I was wanted. And I say to black women, they'll go advocating for all other race men, but they don't advocate for black men. We fought for them. Who? The black men in prison? So you telling me you fought for the black men that was robbing and killing and abusing and hurting black people? and especially black women. That's who you fought for. You didn't fight for me. If you fought for me, I would be in a date right. I would be in dating. Not having sex or playerism or nothing. I would be able to have, now it's gonna sound funny, access, what we call it. I would have opportunity and chances with black women. That same energy that all these black women that's on these red pill, pink pill channels talking about date high value men of different races or date other race men. Why don't they say, go date and be with good black men? That's the funny. I would never be with those women. I don't want to talk to those women no more. I used to try to. Then I learned they're not for us. They're competing. They're making black men. I'm unnecessarily going to compete with the other race. Be like, oh, you man, you weak. No, the woman that look at me is creating a new type of era. ERROR. The other race, the Middle Eastern, Asian, the white women are not creating nothing against the white man. The white males out there, they're not creating no different type of era, ERA, for white males. They're not talking saying, well, I'm going to be with this. I dated, I know there's a lot of white males that is good, but still, I'm going to advocate against them and promote against them. That makes lots of, see, that's competing, but I sound crazy. I sound stupid and crazy with so much logic. So to say that's like a woman said, that's counterproductive. And that goes, if I go against black women, I'm going against black men. If you go against black men, you're going against black women. That's your avocation. That's your promoting of something that's not of you. I am of you, but the black women say, I'm not exclusively Pacific. So why are you, if we're not exclusively for each other, why is our skin color the same? That's an accident, I guess. If black women are the most unprotected, black men are the most unsupported. If you're not supported, how are you going to get protection? Okay, you can get all the guns you want. Well, if I know how to take the gun out of her hand. I'm not going to give her a chance to pull out her gun. What you going to do then? So if a black man at home by himself, as I am, I go outside and you already thought negative about me and stigmas and stereotypes and criteria, all these expectation things that's already against me, and just tack on some more because that's what she's looking for. I can't do nothing with this black. What I'm going to do with black women if I'm going to go through all this? Then they go say, well, you're going to find them. It's over so many. But so many is not advocating. They're talking about other options. Other race men is their option. That's not so many. That's so less. We already getting pushed against each other and everybody else against us. So, and this is ironic. Black women, you're chasing white men. You're chasing white males. Go chase a good black man. Go chase one. Oh, I don't chase. What you think you're advocating then? That's chasing. You're telling black women to get on their knees and crawl to these men. But you won't do that for, I don't want you to, I would say, stand your ass up. I want strong, but I don't want mannish. No, come, can I talk to me? Show me that you want me. You don't do that. Stop saying it never happened. I don't know what world. It's videos on YouTube I was born in 82. This video came out I want to say it was July 15, 1982. It was black women that they were talking about the black men and telling, well, they didn't say, oh, all these other race men. But we got to remember before 1982, Love in Virginia, it was a black woman with a white man wanted to create interracial marriages. All these black women, the majority of what we see mixed men are from, back in the day, were from black women. But now we're going to say black men have jumped in. We try to bring up story talk. Black men used to get raped. Black men used to get this, and that. Black women, you accepted your rapist. A woman said I have Stockholm syndrome because I have a white woman neighbor and a white lady across from me. Now we befriended me because I'm being Otho Williams Jr. I'm being myself, and they accepted me. She said, "Hey, I got these slider things to move my dresser. She's kind of weak, and I know she got cerebral palsy. Can you help me?" I moved it. I was like, "I don't need it. I moved it on my own. I used the slider for the couch. I put them on the end and just pushed it. I didn't do it on my own." And she said, "Thank you." Then that's how we got close. She said, regardless of how the food tastes, food was good that night. Everything I make ain't good. Everything my mother make wasn't good. So I don't worry about it. Like, oh, thank you. She's like, oh, I know you just got back from work and you helped me. Or I think I got home from work and here you go. I got some food. She's like, I made it and I thought about you when I was making it, so I made more. So it was not like, oh, I had extra leftover. She thought about me. She said, and we just started. I never dated, had sex with, been with a white woman, messed with it, nothing. I tried to build with one before. She had this weird mentality about me. She said, well, if I wanted to buy a house, I guess that was her turn on, and I had to work overtime. I said, no, I wouldn't work overtime. I would work my regular hours because like once I get that house, I would still have to work overtime. So I'm going to burn. I said, I'm not going to burn myself out. I said, I'm going to work my regular hours. If I want to, instead of working overtime, I'm going to go. And this is when I came into the power of oneness. I'm going to work on me. I'm going to work on me more. And as I worked on me more, I was learning about me. And then I started seeing these other things like, man, let me go create some other revenue while I'm at work. So what I'm doing, it can build me income. It was doing a little bit, not as much as I wanted, but I stuck with it. I still stuck with it. I didn't give up. Just as now, I know I talk my ish. I haven't given up on black women. But if black women, you want to give up on me, man, make that legit. And I don't count a successful black person married to another race as success. My success is now when you was looking at black men, you wasn't looking for a good black man. Because I wouldn't be, I'm sorry to say this, I'm going to keep saying this. You can say I can keep changing. I mean, I changed so much about me. I said it's ridiculous. I said, but you know what I can't change? Is what I don't experience. I don't know how to change not being single. Just as like understand when a black woman said, I pay all my own bills. But you met this man, you asked him, he been paying his own bills, and now I have an income that I'm gonna have for the rest of my life. Unless the world or stock market fall. That's how everybody works. I don't care, even a millionaire right now. Unless the stock market or the world stop. That's the only way he's not gonna the work out. So I'm that's why I say epic failure is not, it's just an incomplete mission. I did a video on a complete mission. But epic fail is I have a revenue that's gonna always be there now. Similar to a retirement. So with that being said, I appreciate everybody. Now I just got to get back to, I know I said that before, but this didn't do it for me. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you watching my videos. If anybody want to go to my email. It's always on all my videos in my description box. It's even in my About Me on my channel. And I was hoping I can collaborate with the Brotha Talk series, but no brother got back to me. So I'll leave that for another time and date in the space where that will take off, because I want it to take off. But brothers think other stuff is more important, or I think they want money. I respect it. And I don't have that to give out and build up who I am. Brothers, build up who you are. Whether you have a woman, I don't care what her race is. I want to see you in love, brothers. But in the meantime, love yourself. All the big things. Race don't matter. Race don't matter. If that woman gonna treat you good, as I said, black women, I don't know what being treated good by a black woman is, but I ain't give up on them. I tell young men to go love who you love. Like my great nephew, he's African descendant, and my nephew, she celebrate him. You know what she do? My sisters asked her like, "Why you take?" See, my sister, she ain't do that for her guys. She a African descendant woman, but that's something that young lady, she take pictures of my nephew when he got his driver's license, when he got his first job. She went to the work job place with him, took pictures. She celebrated him. She honored. F a celebration. A celebration is a festival. The Taste of Buffalo come once a year. Taste of India, the Taste of the Greek festival, that come once a year. Man, honoring you, man, that's all year round. Taking pictures of my nephew, man. That make my heart melt when I hear about that. She honored him with his child. And but the great thing, I get to encourage, hold on. I get to encourage my nephew. Being a father, not a father, might not ever get there. I'm 38. My nephew, 21. My cousins, I honor like, man, everybody, what I can for them, what I know. I don't just do it. Like, I may not talk to my cousin, I call them my nieces, that has a child. But when I do, I say, you're doing good. Be better too. Always be better. Your child needs you. Told my son, our nephew, that girl had a girl already. She said, I was talking to her. She said, you ain't got to change. Like, I don't talk about my life. Like, cool. She's like, I've been through a lot. I said, I understand. And I believe her. I mean a lot. It ain't got nothing to do with probably her being molested or raped. It's stuff that she ain't telling me. It's with her family. Maybe she was adopted. Maybe she was moved around. Maybe her mother did something. Maybe her grandma took care of her and she passed. Something of that nature. Like, it's hurtful. It's very hurtful what she been through. So I can just ponder. But I'm going to empathize because I can't sympathize because I don't know. All I'm going to do is empathize with her and say, okay. But I guided my nephew, say, be a father to her, that little girl, she needs you. Her father not there, don't want to be there. But you about to have a son, you got a son. I just showed you him, crew, Surveying Jones, gift of God. He a gift. Treat her as a gift. It's going to be parts where because it is her daughter, where it's like, all right, and then know when to back off and come on and call me if you got any questions. No, I don't have children, but I know how to pay attention. I pay attention to a lot of things very well. And I'm learning, don't say nothing. I'm learning, maybe my insight wasn't for that person. I learned, it can be, I'm watering. I've said things to literally everybody I know, I said something to, even my father and mother. Not one, and I can know they didn't. But I had to learn, and the Spirit had to speak to me. And that's why I'm grateful for whatever the power I have in me. I had to say, OJ, stop worrying about it. You did your part. You did what you were sent to do. I said, you're right. This is what I'm sent for. I'm being sent. I'm not giving up. I'm going to be back or not. I don't know. But this is what I was sent to do. I know this is not a diss to black women or you black men. I don't see how you don't want to be a father when you create a baby. You had sex with her. If she has sex with every dude every day. You have sex with her too. Your seed happened to work in her and procreate a child, and you have not been a father. I can't respect you on that. I can respect you, but I can't respect you on that. So women say, I don't check no man. I don't check nobody. I bring up a discussion, a debate about it, not a debate, a discussion, a dialogue. I don't have a child. That means no woman have my child. That means no woman I have ever pregnant. I never had an abortion. I do count that when a lady have abortion, when you ask a man that too. How many abortions have he had? And the man say, I can't have an abortion. Yes, you can. If a woman, if that's important, whatever is, I ask, have you ever been to prison or jail? They say, why you ask that? Because I never been. I asked that to a woman. You'd have never known she'd been to jail. I asked that to another woman. You would never known she'd been to prison. You don't ask no questions. You don't get no answers. So how do you expect to learn about somebody if you already coming into telling yourself this is what it is, this is who they are, what they're going to be, this is how it's going to be, this is what it is. If that's what you're already thinking, we can't go forward. Our race is not going to change. Look how we think. I can't hear you, black women, of what bad black men. I warned you. I guide women. I remember a woman say, how come they like her more or care about her or admire her? I said, she carry herself different. You don't. You walk around with stank ass attitudes. I said, want me to be honest? She said, yeah. She laughed when I said, she was like, I don't do that. Then you can see like the whole expression, her whole aura, her countenance change. I said, you walk around with a bad attitude. To us, that's called stank ass attitude. I say, you, even when I say hi to you sometimes, you don't say hi back. I said, we're not randomly outside anymore. We working in a building together. This is when I was doing dietary aid. They would literally want to come talk to me. All of the women dissing me about I ain't had sex in 2 years because I didn't want to. Then they'd say, that's why I did this and that. I said, I'm being respectable to myself first. Then I said, I don't worry about respecting women. They say, like, oh, you don't respect women? I said, no. I said, the first person I respect is myself. I said, listen to that again. The first person I respect is myself. So if we go by that saying, how do you want to be treated? As I treat myself. So if all these black women, now we can be honest with ourselves. If you let Joe Blow, Tyrone, Ray, Pookie, whatever names you want to give them, Jeremy, these dudes bust all types of nuts in you. What is good of my soul and spirit and my manness to be inside of her if she's already blocked up and ran through and run out? See, if we're going to have a real debate in black women, you really going to listen to a black man, which is nothing, we never called out black women on this. I have nothing to do. You got 4 children by 3 different men. You're fighting the man to see the child. I don't care about no damn degree. I don't care about no fat booty or how much in shape. Is my son and daughter going to have a loving, nurturing, and caring mother or kind? All those attributes of good fruit, not rotten, spoiled, toxic, corruptive, distorted. See, when you get to know me, you don't see. People say, "Oh, they know me." I said, "You don't know me by my social media." She's like, "I already know your view on black women." I said, "No, you don't. I gave you an outline of a post. That's not telling you nothing about what I think about black women. I even just told you, outside of my family, I don't know what black women love. But you didn't ask me what is a black woman's love. So now you thinking that I hate black women. Think about that. I asked you about I said black women outside my family haven't shown me love. But you didn't ask me, do I know what black woman love is? I said outside my family, I have no idea, no clue. You see what I'm saying? No, you don't. Probably didn't get this far. So I hope everybody's doing well. What I say unto one, I say unto all. It's your path, it's your journey, it's your choice. Choose wisely. Because every man, remember black man, my journey is not the same as yours not the same as mine. We have different takes on life, different walks in life. I cannot fault you or blame you for anything that you did not do. I wasn't around you. You wasn't around me. Black women, I can't fault and blame you. You wasn't there. I wasn't there. I sympathize and empathize with your hurts and pains that came from black men. But I can't apologize for what another black man did. I was not in that chance and position and opportunity to stop him at that time. So as time go forward, if you want to boost up every race male, if you want to chase and seek after every race male, I have nothing to give to you. I have nothing to say to you. I have nothing to do for you. I'm not going to help you, and I don't care. That's my honest heart. Because you are not for me. If you were for me, you would have things that's stating is for me. Yes, you would say, I have options. But black woman, you got to look yourself in the mirror and say, why don't you have a good black? Why is Otho Williams Jr. not? Why aren't you trying to talk to me? Oh, I'm not healed. I'm so see. It's all see. That's what I was told. I'm not healed. Healed from what? Because I never experienced black women love outside of. I gotta be. What I'm gonna be healed from? I'm from hurt and pain. You healed? Healed from what? I don't know what it is. I never lived with a black woman. I don't. Yes, I have sex, but didn't tell me after we had sex. Do you want to know my mind? I was trying to do that before sex. Sorry that I smelt your beauty. I smelt your essence of who you are as a woman, and it smelled good to me, and it aroused me to make me want to have sex. But when I was not trying to have sex and get to know your mind, you wasn't trying to get to me to know your mind. Let's say again, when I was trying to get to know your mind, you was not trying to get to me to know your mind. Say la.